Jackson.
Not bad for a running back.
Shout out to all my Lamar Jackson fans. What's going on? How y'all doing? Hope you having a good day and week, so far anyway. Now, if you're like me, which I'm sure a lot of you are, every day, anytime somebody brings up football, sports media, social media, anywhere, Lamar Jackson name comes up. And every single time without fail, there's always some kind of bashing on the dude. We're used to it. And unfortunately, this is going to keep going. But that's okay. That's where guys like me come in. To prove and show that the people that actually hate on Lamar Jackson are nothing more than sideshow clowns. So today, let's take a trip down memory lane of everything Lamar Jackson's done. Now, I'm not going to go over everything. Just break it down, list a couple things that stand out to me, and, oh yeah, show that he has arm strength, getting the ball down the field. And as a Lamar Jackson fan and supporter, anytime I see anybody saying that or hear anybody saying that, I have the privilege and honor to show you how we all feel about you making that statement. Now let's start here. Before he even made it into the NFL, Lamar Jackson became the youngest player to ever win the Heisman Trophy. His 2016 year in Louisville was one of the best. Boy showed out, got the Heisman, and was making history that fast, that quick. So honestly, it shouldn't be surprising that Lamar Jackson's been breaking records ever since he got into the NFL in the first place. And how about this for a fact? Lamar Jackson is 2-1 against Bill Belichick. Yeah, the great Bill Belichick that some might even consider to be the greatest coach of all time. Not to mention the last time he played Bill Belichick and his team in Foxborough last year, Lamar Jackson got 5 touchdowns, 4 through the air and 1 rushing. As often as y'all praise Bill Belichick for him being a defensive-minded coach, that's a big deal. You can try to change it up if you want to, simply because he's on the receiving end of an L. Doesn't matter. Keep the same energy. And speaking of 5 touchdowns in a game, Lamar Jackson in his young career, with 6 years, has 3 games where he's thrown for 5 touchdown passes. Against the Dolphins, against the Jets, and against the LA Rams. You know, the LA Rams who were the defending NFC champions? Yeah, those guys. They even had Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. Still got 5. Or, as it was so eloquently named, the Jackson 5. Lamar Jackson has a span of 4 games of throwing over 200 yards and rushing for over 100 yards in a season. Now, everybody and their mama wants to talk about Lamar Jackson's running ability, how he can get out of a sack or get out of the pocket, make plays with his legs, and that's his only way of getting downfield, right? Wrong. Even when he was in college, they were saying that, despite the fact that he was slinging that thing 70, 50 yard down the field to a bunch of guys who would not even make it into the NFL. And if they did, they were journeymen. Which basically means this. Lamar Jackson has been doing all of these things, winning Heisman's, unanimous MVPs, pretty much all by himself, throwing the guys that can't none of y'all remember, and yet he's not an elite quarterback.
Right.
And keep in mind, all of this has been debunked. It has been proven that all of this is malarkey, and yet these same people still come out and still say that Lamar Jackson is the least talented among the quarterbacks in the NFL.
Most money of any quarterback in the NFL, which is what he's going to want. He's not he's what, 6th, 7th best quarterback in the league? I'm not giving him the most money.
Man, I don't know if there's a drug for a special kind of delusion or denial, but I know a lot of people that need it. Lamar Jackson can't throw the ball. He can't get the ball downfield. He doesn't have the arm strength. He needs to improve as a passer before I can call him an elite quarterback. He will never be considered a great quarterback, no matter if he wins 12 MVPs.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you want to add that to the list of things you lied to yourself about? That's 110% fine with me. But you keep that to yourself. Stop putting that on TV. All it does is make a person that tries to look smart look stupid. But seeing as how everybody likes to talk about his legs, probably even more than Lamar does, and the fact that he can run, Let's talk about the fact that he is the first and only quarterback to rush for 1,000 yards twice. And not only did he do it twice, he did it to back-to-back seasons. Let's see somebody else do that. And I'm interested to see if that is ever broken, because nowadays quarterbacks are more mobile. The ones coming out of college, they run a lot more. So we'll find out if that record can be broken. Me personally, I'm not seeing it happening. First quarterback in the NFL to finish a game with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions, as well as 50 yards rushing. Yeah, y'all know how y'all keep saying that he runs more than he throws? I think this game proves that that's malarkey. You see, everybody wants to say that Lamar has this mentality to run first and pass second. That's the opposite. If you would actually watch a game instead of the highlights and what these clowns are telling you, you would see that Lamar Jackson has plenty of times where he could actually just take off and run, but instead he is in the pocket or scrambling around looking for a receiver or a tight end or anybody on the field to get open so he can sling that thing. And if you don't believe me, check this play out right here. 2019 in Miami, first game of the season. Lamar Jackson is just chilling in the pocket. He's just chilling, looking at all his options and reads. He can take off right now if he wants to. And if you pay close attention, his left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, is telling him to come on, run, come run behind me. But he decides to throw a bomb to Marquise Brown, who takes it in for a touchdown. What was the clown that said he doesn't have the arm to get it downfield? How about this against Kansas City? Running all over the place, looking for some protection, looking for somebody to get open. And then all of a sudden, jumps in the air, tosses the ball, slings it to Hollywood Brown, who gets it in for a touchdown.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
And last but certainly not least, in Week 5 of the 2021 season against the Indianapolis Colts on Monday Night Football, Lamar Jackson achieved the highest completion rate of 86% while attempting more than 40 passes. That's the most in NFL history. How about that? Man, these are a lot of records, huh?
How does he get that throw off? He switched hands. Twice. He just faked it and just threw it. Lamar Jackson is different. He's special. He can make those kind of throws. You can't.
Had enough?
You certainly have my attention.
Because I can keep going.
Look, at the end of the day, real is real, skill is skill, and ballers are gonna ball. No matter what you're saying, no matter how much you hate or dislike what you see from him, no matter how much it bothers you that he's so successful and actually is better than what you're giving him credit for, your eyes will never lie. And if your eyes are bad, I suggest you get some glasses. Now, don't take my word for it. Watch a game. See him in action. Watch his highlights all you want, but I recommend the games. And don't listen to those dudes on the TV telling you what they think that he's going to do or what they think he's about. Go and get your own perspective. All these naysayers are just sour. And I've concluded that these guys have such a big problem with Lamar Jackson is because basically they're either old guys or have the mindset of an old guy. Old guys don't like change. And Lamar Jackson is exactly that. He is change. A quarterback that runs like he does and throws like he does, he is the first and only to do that. This is a rare, once-in-an-opportunity talent, and he is here now. Folk need to appreciate him, respect him, and have fun instead of just heckling him all the time, simply because he doesn't do it the way you want him to do it. Because you know what? Men lie. Women lie. Numbers don't. Just look at the tape.
He has the 4th best win percentage among starting quarterbacks all time. Since 1966, the guys ahead of him, Brady, Mahomes, and Staubach.
Thank you for watching this video. By all means, like, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and push the subscribe and notification button for videos already up and for the ones to come.